If you can't do great things, do small things in a great way. Hi, it's Lori with Positive Thanks Living. That's me. And I'm here to share a new project, share about some of the wonderful friends that I've made in this junk journaling community, and some insights. To be specific, I even did a little outline of what to share, so you know that I'll be focused. Now, this new project is using a little piece of fabric that I received from a friend, an online junk journaling friend that I made through Instagram and here on YouTube. I'll link to her below. She heard me mention something on another video and so kindly, so generously put together a big box of wonderful items that I'll be using to craft with. This is the cover, made from one of these envelopes that our Amazon people bring to us, and then covered with fabric. These are the two inserts that'll go in, and they're mostly tea-dye paper, and I've done some stenciling in them, and a little bit of, I've started putting in some items, like this is a little slotted pocket, and I'm making a bunch of tags that will go in this journal. It'll be mostly a botanical with inspiring cards and words. Here's a few more that I've made. Yeah. So for the rest of the video, I'm going to do a voiceover as I make a tag and share a little bit of my insights from being in this junk journaling community and what it's like being on YouTube for a year and within Instagram and the Facebook groups. So here we go. We're going to start crafting. So here we go, using pattern papers that someone special sent. She had been shopping at a thrift store or at an estate sale, I think, and she sent them along to me. So I'm going to cover these flashcards with the tissue paper from a pattern, just to give them some texture and tone down the bright white. I'll use the Elmer's glue and cover those cards to start making two tags. I just wanted to make this video to record, to document the benefits that I've experienced from being a part of this wonderful junk journaling community. You know, it's such a friendly, global community. We share freely with one another our skills and our thoughts. There's so much encouragement in this hobby, and it encompasses so many skills. I've made cards before, and I've done embroidery before, and jewelry making, and all the different little bits and pieces. But junk journaling, making a handmade journal, kind of brings it all together. And I've benefited because all these separate things, all of a sudden, they all make sense. Another way that I've benefited is to be able to use some of the items from my mom's life. She has gone into an assisted living and, of course, had to downsize. I helped her in February of 2020, just before all this mess began. And so you'll see some of the lace on the front of this journal. That's from my mother. I remember that doily where I've cut two of the circle parts out of sitting on her piano all the years that I was growing up. So it's definitely over 50 years old. But I'm able to make use of these special items that she can no longer make use of and then gift them. Another benefit is the fact that we're learning from each other. I've learned pin stitch embroidery from Carolyn at Carolyn's Craftery, for example. I'll link below to her. But it's been greater than just skills, crafting skills. we're also learning from each other how to cope in the midst of this incredibly unprecedented time. Yeah, the stupid you-know-what we're all experiencing worldwide. We can support each other emotionally, and also this is such a generous group of people. I've received wonderful gifts. For example, the fabric that is on the front of the journal that I'm working on that you saw earlier was a gift from online junk journaling friend that so generously heard me mention something in a video and responded with a huge box of wonderful crafting supplies. Another benefit is understanding the world that we live in real time, seeing how this community communicates a sense of calm with each other, regardless of what we're going through. I know that hearing Rachel at Roxy Creations talk about her daughter going to school and doing online schooling in Italy it just opens up the world. And we hear, or I've heard different junk journalers from Australia, for example, talk about how they're entering into their spring as we in the Northern Hemisphere are entering into our fall. I mean, it really makes the beauty of our globe real. So there's so many benefits being a part of this junk journaling community. Now, about being on YouTube, this channel is probably about 3 years old, but I didn't make many videos at the beginning. There were 8, actually. I've had experience making videos before in the behind-the-scenes way. I've been involved in our son's business of making videos for as long as he's had his business. He's in his 30s now, but it's been behind the scenes, and he makes business videos, so it's very different. And when I saw the style of junk journaling, it was wonderful, because it's like, I could do that. My face doesn't have to be on the video. I started with 8 videos to correspond with what I was writing on positivethanksliving.com about being positive and thankful, optimistic and thankful. And then since, the next 85-ish videos have been about junk journaling from about April 2020 onward. I started binge watching junk journaling videos for months and months before I made my own video. It was kind of a lark because the style of video production was so different from business videos. And one of the many junk journalers I met online was Marci at the Creators Call Shop. She had a little challenge in August of 2020 to win a journal that she'd made. And part of the experience was to send her some journaling cards, and they would be entered into the challenge to win. So I did. I sent her some journaling cards, and that was so fun to reach out in real life as opposed to just being a hidden person watching a video. And then another part of her challenge was if we wanted to make a video. And so I did. I'll link to that video below where I first made a video for an online friend. And it's just kept on from there. I watch her videos, she watches mine, we interact on Instagram. It's been lovely. Thanks, Marci. So, more highlights from the last year is I did win a beautiful journal from Marci. And then another highlight would be I did 25 or 26 videos in a row at Christmas time as part of a challenge. And that's a part of where I met the person that gave me the tissue paper from the old the estate sale find of patterns. And then in the summertime, I joined with a collaboration between Cara Brandon and Dear Julie, and I made 7 journals. It was a challenge for myself to see if I could craft more quickly. I'm not sure that I was necessarily successful. Not really. I still craft slowly, as you can tell. And on the videos, when I use video, I'm a little more, what can I say? I'm not smooth. I'm a little bumbling. It's easier when I'm not recording. As you can see right now, I'm trying to fit things onto the card, and I'm not sure what I'm doing, and I'm trying to decide. I would have liked to actually have some lace there, but I didn't think ahead. I make do, though, as I keep on going. I did forget to outline some of it with the distressing. I'm distressing there. The distress ink I usually use is Vintage Photo. And again, I've learned that from other junk journalers. So the other highlight of the last year is I participated as a part of a design team over the summer of 2021. Cara Brandon, she invited junk journalers to become part of her design team for a 3-month experience, and I was just so honored and thrilled to be a part of that. So that was significant. I don't have a lot of viewers, subscribers to the YouTube channel, and usually those that want a design team are requesting someone who has more viewers. So that was very kind of Cara to include me. But I am supported by you, by a lovely group of subscribers. Today, as I make this video, there are 242 people who also like to do junk journaling. Hello. I'm very thankful for you. Thank you so much for subscribing and for watching. And I've made lovely friends here on YouTube and all the connected social media sites like Facebook and Instagram. I really like Instagram. I like the immediacy of it and the visual quality of it. So you'll find me often over on Instagram, probably more than here on YouTube. As far as making videos, I try to make about a video a week, and I'm not always successful, but it's usually a video a week if I'm working on something specific. Now this journal, I'll be making probably 2, possibly 3 more videos about it, and in a little bit you'll understand why I'm using those videos, I'm making those videos. So over the past year, I've been encouraged and supported and even generously gifted some really beautiful and useful items. And that's what you're looking at here, things that I've been gifted, things that I've purchased because I saw them through videos and on Etsy stores. And I thought, yes, that's something I'd like to work with. And this new project that I'm working on. So what's next? The next few videos, as I mentioned, I'll be working on this journal with many gifted items and using the skills I've learned. I'd like to give this journal away in the spirit of this generous and supportive community. So if you'd like to win this journal, just leave a comment below to be entered to win. I won't be promoting in the title that I'm giving it away, and I won't even list it in the description below. So if you hear me talking about this, about being entered to win, well, go ahead and leave a comment about the ways in which you felt encouraged and supported in this wonderful junk journaling, handmade, playing with paper community. I'd love to know what good stuff you've encountered as you've been crafting. So as I finish up here, these 2 cards with their statements on them, I'm just looking for something now to put at the top of that card. or at the bottom. I'm looking through this grouping of little Ziploc bags where I keep washi stickers and the different die cuts that I've made. Now here you're going to see me struggle as I try and get the backing off this washi sticker of a butterfly. Oh my, have you ever done this? Just wait, it's going to take me a little while. I find if I flick an edge enough times, it'll become it will no longer be as tightly connected to the plastic backing. Yep, still struggling there. And of course, it always takes longer when you're recording because you're aware of the fact that someone's watching. I got it. Yay! Do you find it easy to put together a composition of collaging things? Now I'm wondering what else I can add. Yeah. If you ever wonder what the little hand sign that I make at the beginning and end of my videos, it's the ASL, the American Sign Language sign for I love you. Our daughter is a sign language interpreter for the deaf and hard of hearing, and she also interprets for those that are deaf and blind. And so she's teaching us some sign so that she doesn't have to yell at us as we start losing our hearing in our old age. So that's one sign that we use within our family and within our little church community to each other, the I love you sign. And of course there's an emoji that goes with that also. Now the little disc that you see me putting on right there, it's actually a die cut where it cuts, it embosses and then cuts at the same time. And it's really cool. I first saw it on Gail Aganostelli's channel. She uses them. And I spent a little bit of my birthday money. And there I'm wondering what I'm supposed to put at the top. I'm looking for lace that isn't there. And I finally realized that there is a little scrap of the original fabric from the front of the journal. And I'm going to show it to you any moment from now. I'm looking and I'm thinking, what should I put on top? Here it comes. Any minute now. There it is. And so I decided to put that on top. See, I'm showing you the original journal. That is the fabric. And it goes on top. And I'm just going to glue it down. I might put a brad through it later, but I don't do it here on the video. That would take too long and be too awkward. I'm saving up my pennies so I can buy Gail Aganostelli's little book. She has some merchandise with some of the sayings that she uses. One is, talk amongst yourselves. And she has a pouch with that phrase on it. I'm saving up my pennies so I can buy one of those, and I'll just put it in front of the camera when I go to look for something. I always laugh when she says it on one of her videos. I'll link to her below also. She's one of the many that I watch often. I appreciate her ability to craft so well and speak at the same time. That's a gift I don't have, at least not yet. This voiceover is very interesting as an experience. Now I'm finishing up and just organizing the table with all the little things that I've made. And I wish you well. Take care. Thank you so much for watching. Consider subscribing. Thank you. It's Lori, Positive Thanks Living. Bye-bye.